I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Welcome back. You're listening to Home Wizards, where we love to help improve your home, improve your life. I'm Cindy Dole.
I'm Eric Stromer.
And I meant to share, before we move on to green Christmas ideas, the chocolate Christmas tree.
Yeah, I can't let you go without doing the chocolate tree.
And you're going to want it. You and Amy have to do this.
Yeah.
All right. So you basically go to an arts and crafts store and get one of those styrofoam cone-shaped trees, if you will. It looks like a tree. Okay.
Yep.
You're going to wrap it with foil and adhere the foil to this styrofoam with, I don't know, a staple gun, whatever you want to use.
Okay.
You're going to get some chocolate frosting and chocolate like fudge frosting, and that is going to be your cement. That's going to be the glue.
That's the mortar, if you will.
That's the mortar. And then you buy whatever kind of chocolate candies you love. The bite size, the Halloween size. You could use truffles. You could use Mr. Goodbar, Nestle's Crunch, whatever the heck you'd like in the little bite size ones, and you unwrap all of them, and now you just assemble them. Round and round you go on the tree, and it sticks to the chocolate frosting.
Okay.
Like tiles.
Yes, I know it well, like thin set and tile.
There you go.
Yep.
And it becomes a cute little centerpiece. It becomes a fun, conversational dessert that you can bring to a party. And believe it or not, the chocolates stay there. And then you grab one, and everyone's just kind of munching and crunching as you go.
This is a fantastic idea.
It just is. It's just a fun, cute little thing. So that's it.
I like it.
So back to the green Christmas. Wouldn't you agree we're kind of like in overbuy mode?
Yes. You know what? Since Black Friday, I was psychologically scarred. It made me feel like, what is going on? We're all running around like crazy. And then the amount of wrapping paper and the energy it takes to drive to the malls and all the stuff that, that we're doing to manufacture all these toys. What if there were a way to do it a little bit differently? Maybe not go so far down that road, but pull back and do something a little differently. Make it a little bit more green, if you will.
Au naturel. And even before you even think green in the environmental sense, I mean green in just the human sense, because without spending anything, it could be as simple as just connecting with nature, watch what you're doing and just give other people your time. So let's talk about some things.
Go to a shelter, for example, and serve turkey on Christmas morning or something. I mean, that's a really nice idea, which I've actually done before. It makes... It taught our kids to sort of give, be a little bit selfless and not spend so much time going, I want the Game Boy. What if you were actually helping people? It makes a big difference.
Very good tip.
Yeah.
Well, so imagine, first of all, that if the ghosts of Christmas past, if you were ever depressed and you couldn't buy, or maybe even right now, you couldn't buy everything on your list, did you overspend and regret it? Well, instead of feeling filled with all that regret, and then come January, you're going, oh gosh, here come the bills. Boy, did I ever overspend. Instead, think about and start planning, because it's still time. Make your budget all about giving of yourself and time as opposed to spending money. Right?
It's a really nice idea. Yeah.
And make friends and family your priority by creating more of these traditions, whether it is, a Secret Santa, a gift exchange of maybe just making the cookies, like the Stromer family recipe, or the chocolate tree, or whatever. So it's something that is more of giving of yourself as opposed to having to spend a lot of money. That's kind of a fun thing to do. And like you say, feeding those who need, donating to a charity and getting kids involved. That's excellent.
Or even something as simple as wrapping with newspaper or recycling old paper that you received last year. I just don't know if we need to go out and continue to use so many paper goods.
Oh, I know. It is. In fact, it is kind of depressing when you see all the trash cans after Christmas morning, and all the stuff just kind of bulging at the seams, and you go, wow. Where's that all going to go? All that shiny paper, that can't be recycled. So in terms of wrapping green, you can use... you can opt for like wrapping paper that's made from recycled materials. You could use the old Trader Joe's sack, the brown paper bag, or make it fun like with comics and the newspaper stuff, right?
Yeah, that's
or
right.
find a newspaper that maybe is from your old hometown or your loved one's hometown, and then it becomes something kind of nostalgic, but yet it's recyclable, and
Great
it's
idea.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so many other things too. Maybe don't spend the time traveling quite so extensively. Maybe just stay put, stay where you are. Don't use the car so often.
I love the handmade certificate thing. This is something that I did growing up quite a bit, and I bet that kids could do this, really easily in terms of what do you give mom and dad, and that's like, hey, this is for you, Dad. I'm going to, for the next 6 months, every Saturday, mow the lawn, or I'm going to do XYZ for free, right? This is a gift to you. This isn't for allowance,
Right.
right?
Right.
Or I'm going to babysit, or I'm going to do all your errands, something like that.
Yeah, and you could also switch out some of those old incandescent light bulbs for the LED stuff, and they're actually making some great strings of Christmas lighting that are much more energy efficient. And then, we talked about before, what do we do in terms of a real tree or an artificial tree? And some are manufactured in a way that doesn't do so much off-gassing and so much involvement with machinery.
Buy American.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even you can, if you really are an eco enthusiast, you can. There's so many great green websites and green stores where you can get a green gift, a la Ed Begley style. I mean, something that's like a tree-free paper, or notebooks made from recycled paper, or jewelry made from recycled gold, or even like bamboo, which is so gorgeous, or organic cotton linens. Give somebody that for their sheets. That's all kind of fun stuff.
Right, and then even meals that are utilizing organic ingredients, or buying farm fresh stuff that's locally grown. It makes a huge difference in terms of the efficiency and how we get our food. If you buy it locally, I mean, you're not only providing farmers with a sustainable way to continue to have their business, but it's way better for you. Yeah.
And I think that the gifts of service, not only your service, but also where there is no natural resources required, is also a very green and cool thing to think about. So it is really the thought that counts. I mean, isn't that something that your mom and dad taught you? And then somehow in all the hustle and bustle, we sometimes get locked into, spend, right?
Yeah.
Or how about massages? I mean, you love massages.
I sure do.
How about giving somebody a coupon for a massage? Or
not only that, or you
do the massage.
Get one free massage. Guess what? I'm showing up. I'm doing this thing for us.
Or music lessons, or dog walking,
child care, babysitting,
lawn care, cooking. I mean, those are such great. In fact, somebody who might be living all alone, what a great thing that you're going to come and bring them, meals on wheels, if you will, for X amount of weeks or months.
Now, the only downside is you have to be very specific in how you outline this gift that you've given. It can't be like, "Hey, Eric Stromer, can you come over and completely re-roof my house?" That's a little much.
Well. Yeah, there has to be, I guess, some definition, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
And I am not offended by regifting. And I don't mean regifting like someone gave you this dud and now, here, Eric, you get to have this duck it's wearing a pink tutu. And I think you're going to love it in your garden.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm talking about maybe some treasures that you might have found at an antique store. Like, how about an antique radio? I'm just saying.
Yeah, boy, I like that. You have a great collection of those, don't you?
Or what about like those treasures that you may have found even in nature, like some great shells from your trips, right?
Yeah.
Or you've done some snorkeling, beautiful things like some coral or that kind of stuff. I mean, that's you're regifting from nature.
And you know what else is great? My mom has some great jewelry that is from her mother. That's
nice,
semi-precious, and it just sits in a drawer. And she's going to give my little 5-year-old daughter a couple of those things.
That's cute. Little pins or things.
Yeah, and they're probably worth way more than she would spend on a gift that's going to go in the garbage can in a couple of years.
And don't forget to, as you gardeners know that we love to garden, don't forget to maybe give the gift of homegrown things, homegrown either cut flowers, or maybe you have been planting edibles and now you're going to share some of your edibles in a nice little pot.
Absolutely.
Why not? Some cilantro and some herbs and all that kind of good stuff. I mean, really. Oh, and by the way, this is another great gift. When we were talking about potlucks earlier, don't forget to ask everyone on your list to share their gift of what the recipe was. Because then now, and make multiple copies so that now you'd have the Eric Stromer, the cookie recipe right there. You have 50 copies of it right by the plate of cookies. And that becomes a nice gift because then everyone who's attended the party has a copy of all the recipes to put in a binder. Not a fun memory?
Yeah. And then also, of course, don't forget the Secret Santa. Everybody participates in a gift that's under $20. And, that can be a really great way to save not only money, but also conserve a tremendous amount of waste when it comes to big, extravagant gifts.
Yeah. So some great ideas, and hope you had some fun listening to them. And we look forward to talking to you again next Saturday, as we will be here as we count down to Christmas. So check out our website, yourhomewizards.com. Email us, let us know what you'd love us to talk about. And very soon, we can't wait to share the Rose Parade stuff with you.
That's going to be fun.
We're going to look at the making of the floats, and it's going to be so much excitement. So anyway, that's all to come. Have a great weekend, and until next time, the keys under the mat. Bye-bye.
I'd say that was a pretty successful broadcast.